G'day and welcome back to another episode of Timmy's Tours. Now you previously just would have seen that I travelled through some pretty dense bush to get to one of my secret marroning locations. Now, I'm on the tail end of marron season, so by the time this video comes out, marron season will be finished. I've been here for 3 days. Now I haven't filmed everything, but what I'll do is I'll play a little bit of footage for you now to show you me catching some marron. So what I wanted to do today is, say you go marroning next season, I've come up with an awesome dish that you can make up with, say, 3 or 4 smaller marron. So anyway, get some ingredients out and we'll get into it. Okay, so the ingredients we're using for this dish is it's going to be kind of a pasta dish. So I've got some pasta, a lemon, a red onion, avocado, some small cherry Roma tomatoes, and some balsamic vinegar. And of course, some marron. I'm using 3, and this will probably feed me easily for lunch and dinner. Alright, so what I'm going to do first up is I'm going to chop up my onions, my avocado and my tomato into little pieces, and I'll whack them in a bowl. Now, I'm going to do that and then I'll get back to filming because you don't have to watch how slow I am at cutting stuff up. So I've chopped up my tomato, my onion and my avocado, and she's in a little bowl. Now what we'll do is add a bit of salt and pepper as well. So a bit of pepper, bit of salt, and we'll squeeze our lemon in. That's how much I'm using, straight off my tree at home. So some of that in, and also I'll splash of balsamic vinegar. So yeah, about that much will do, and I'll give that a bit of a stir. And then I'll whack it back in the fridge. Now if I was at home, I'd have 2 pots going. I'd have 1 pot for the marron and 1 pot for the pasta. But I don't have 2 pots on me big enough, so what I'm going to have to do is cook the marron first. I'll clean them, get the meat out, and then while I'm doing that, I'll cook the pasta. Now you probably noticed the old mate was still trying to walk along the table when I was doing the ingredients list, so what I've done is I've whacked them in the freezer. Now I'll leave them in there long enough they're going to go to sleep, put them in the boiling water. They won't feel a thing. All good. Okay, so that water's boiling nicely. We'll head to the freezer and grab the marron. Alright, so I'll get them in the pot. Now you see how they didn't kick at all, but that's because they went to sleep in the freezer, so that's really good. Now what I do when I'm boiling my marron, I boil them until they start floating. Once they're floating, I give it about another 2 or 3 minutes and pull them out, and they'll be absolutely spot on. Okay, so there's my 3 cooked marron. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean my marron, strip the meat, and put it in a separate bowl while I wait for my pasta water to boil and I can get the pasta on the go. Okay, so that's what I've done with the meat. I've kind of ripped them up into chunks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it back in the fridge. If I was at home, I'd have 2 pots going and I'll be able to kind of keep it warm and there'd be no flies and stuff like that. But obviously being out in the bush, I've got flies and I don't have enough pots. So I'm going to whack that back in the fridge for now while I wait for the pasta. So once your pasta's cooked, it's just a matter of mixing all your ingredients through. Chuck the marron in. Give that a bit of a mix first. You don't want to mush up that avocado too much. It's already starting to go a bit soft, but anyway, we're out in the bush. Then we'll whack this in. Again, I'm just going to try and fold this through nice and gently. And there we have it. Timmy's Marron pasta. So it's a magical afternoon. I'm going to get stuck into some of that and probably head out on the water for a bit of a paddle. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you give it a crack, because I'm telling you what, it's bloody sensational. I'll see you on the next one.